What's up, guys? Mickle here, and we have some massive things to go over in this video. People always say when YouTubers go on vacation, a bunch of big news drops. Well, guys, that's exactly what's happening to me right now. It's alright, though. We'll push through it. I think I got it all memorized, but there's a whole bunch of stuff to talk about in this video, so make sure you stick around for this whole thing. First of all, we obviously got that massive win in the court last night. Judge Netburn has denied the SEC's attempt to apply the attorney-client privilege to the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass emails. This is really going to go down as one of the biggest wins in this case. It's a huge win for Ripple. It's a huge win for XRP holders, and we should all be stoked about it. The important thing to note, though, is this was not just Judge Netburn denying the SEC's attempt to apply the attorney-client privilege. It was also her completely roasting the SEC in this filing. She called the 180 the SEC did, switching from the Ethereum Free Pass emails being Bill Hinman's personal opinion to agency-guided and vice versa. She called that completely hypocritical and also went on to say that the SEC was using the law in an unethical manner. Guys, this is a complete roast by Judge Netburn, and it tells us something very, very important. It tells us that Judge Netburn is sick of the SEC just like we are. I saw a lot of people on Twitter over the last couple of weeks getting annoyed with Judge Netburn, saying the SEC is being completely absurd. Why doesn't she just shut them down? Well, guys, she just did, and she just showed us that she is not having the SEC's games. She is not having their tactics any more than we are. This is a great sign for any future rulings out of Judge Netburn, because the SEC just went out of their way to piss off the judge. Like, could you think of a worse strategy to do in a high-profile case? The SEC in the past had made threats to Judge Netburn, said they would appeal her rulings. They were completely absurd. They tried to trick her, tried to do all these crazy just twists in their case, and now Judge Netburn is saying enough is enough. This is absurd. You are not acting in a responsible manner. This is a really, really great sign and really shows us that we have some honest judges. So I just want you guys to realize how important this is, because we could have gotten judges that would have just sided with the SEC no matter what, did whatever the SEC did. Not only is Judge Netburn and Judge Torres denying the SEC's motions, but they are going out of their way to sanction the SEC and essentially just roast the SEC publicly, saying that they are acting in an absurd manner. Very good sign, huge win. But now we need to talk about what's going to happen next, because I already see the lawyer saying, and I think it's almost a given, that the SEC will appeal this decision. So it looks like what the SEC is going to do is they're going to appeal this decision to Judge Torres, essentially say to Judge Torres, hey, Judge Netburn got it wrong. We want you to remake a ruling on this. The good news is about this is almost every single lawyer I have talked to, every single lawyer I have seen on Twitter does not think Judge Torres is going to overrule it. I would say there's less than a 1% probability, which is very good news. And the main reason for that is Judge Torres has already shown in the past that she doesn't like the SEC either. She has ruled on multiple occasions for Ripple and for XRP holders in manners that have hurt the SEC, and we've seen Judge Torres really show that she is big on public disclosure. Not handing over the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass emails would be one of the biggest breaches of public disclosure we have ever seen. So not only would it go against everything Judge Netburn has already ruled on, and Judge Torres and Judge Netburn work together, so it doesn't really make sense for Judge Torres just to go out of her way to overrule her, but it would also be completely contradictory to her other rulings where she has pushed for public disclosure. I think the SEC is going to get shut down on this big. I could see Judge Torres issue another one of those rulings that just says denied, nothing else. Just put the SEC in their place and let them know, look, there is literally no argument about this. You are completely wrong. So right now, we got the big win. Right now, the SEC should have to hand over the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass emails. They will try to appeal it. I don't think it goes very far. The big question after that is whether or not they try to appeal again to another court. Now, from my understanding, and I did an interview with Attorney Fred, he said that Judge Torres would have to approve of the SEC appealing to a different court. So we might have to get some more detail on that, but that's important to pay attention to. The next thing we need to talk about is the SEC's decisions going forward, because now the SEC is in a very bad place. They know the judges don't like them. They know the judges are ruling in favor of Ripple and XRP holders. We know the judges are going to bring out the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass emails. No matter what, they're going to drag them out of the SEC. So what more does the SEC have to push in this case? They know the judges are ruling for transparency, which the SEC hates. We know the judges probably don't think XRP is a security, because Judge Neprin said very early on she sees XRP having utility just like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So why would the SEC hang around in this case? Well, Attorney Bill actually put out a tweet earlier today, and someone asked him a very interesting question. They said, "Hey, Bill, if you were head of the SEC right now, or their head attorney, what would you do?" And he said something very interesting. He said, one, I would try to settle the case immediately and just try to get out of this thing, because it is a very bad look for the agency. And I completely agree. I don't know what the SEC has left here. Whether they're just trying to hurt Ripple by delaying things would just be completely insane. I mean, they could completely be doing that, but what a crazy thing for the SEC to be doing. But other than that, it's hard to see what they really get out of this. Gary Gensler already admitted that there's other cryptocurrencies outside of Bitcoin that are commodities. Is it really worth exposing your whole agency, losing this case, not getting anything out of Ripple, just to admit that XRP is not a security and drive a settlement? I don't see the logic behind that, but then again, the SEC doesn't have a lot of logic anyway. Another very interesting thing he said is the SEC could try to limit the sales only to early on sales of XRP by Ripple, and say forward-going sales of XRP are not a security. Essentially, what the SEC would have to do here is essentially just change their entire case against Ripple to just past sales of XRP. This would ultimately be a very good thing, because it would mean current day sales of XRP on the second-hand market are not securities. Essentially, what Attorney Bill is pointing out here is the SEC can either drag this out or settle immediately. Oh, sorry, guys. But either way, he does not think any way XRP trading today will be called a security. This is definitely very good news. It shows that most of the lawyers following this case don't really see an avenue for the SEC to move forward with, and that is a very good thing. The other thing we need to talk about is why markets are dropping on this news. I mean, this is great news for not only XRP, for the rest of crypto, and we just see markets falling off a cliff. Well, just today, we actually got a 9.1 CPI inflation read. Guys, the thing I just want to say quickly about this, and it's so important to understand, is that it doesn't matter what happens with your favorite cryptocurrency, your favorite company right now, nothing is going to change the macro. Right now, markets want to drop, and they're going to drop. There is literally nothing that's going to change that. I don't even know if the Ripple SEC case ended today. We'd probably get a pump in XRP, but I don't even think it would be sustainable. We need a better macro. The good news is, though, I do not think we are in some financial crisis event. I do not think this is some meltdown of the entire financial system. Unemployment is still fairly low. I know we have some bad inflation, but I think that gets hammered out. We have a couple more rough months ahead of us where things are going to be a little choppy, but I really do think this is the buying opportunity of a lifetime on your favorite cryptocurrencies. Think about this, guys. You are getting XRP right now for the same price you could have when the SEC lawsuit dropped, and now we know there is literally no chance that the XRP will ever be declared a security. Think of all the information you have gained about the regulatory status of XRP over the last 2 years, and you can buy XRP for the same price. For some people, that might be disheartening, but for me, guys, I am looking at the deal of a lifetime, and I know when I look back 5 to 10 years from now, no matter how much XRP I accumulated, I am going to wish I bought more. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. Only a couple more days left of these videos, and we'll be back to the normal grind. So thank you so much, and for now, Mickle out.